Hey folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic. Today's episode is not a very long one, but it's just something I wanted to put out there for for anyone that's left unaware of this. So, on a recent long drive out to Louisiana, I finally, with the advice of a good friend, listened to this. Ready? Watch this. Let's do the old finger snap. Bang! Beastie Boys Book. Listen to that. Watched it. Yeah. Well, if I watched it, I wouldn't be alive on the road long. Okay. Listen to the audiobook on the way out on that trip, and man, oh man, am I thankful and appreciative that my friend suggested it to me. And I guess I'm here. I was like felt strong enough about it that I was like, oh, I need a little spot on my YouTube channel about it. Beastie Boys Book. Why did I like it? Well, I'm not even going to spoil anything. There's so much content in this. 12 hours and 42 minutes of audiobook, which was almost, yeah, it's a long drive out there. So I listened to a good portion of it on the way out and a good portion of it on the way back, and was just blown away. Yes, I'm a definite fan of Beastie Boys. I probably picked up on them probably around 1987. So it was like, oh, I'd love to hear some background, and I'd love to hear the flow of it. And with the passing of Out and Out, I wanted, you hear maybe even how that adjustment and everything, like in terms of just the three of them, Adam, and Mike, such close friends. And that's the best part, and I think that's one of the most pivotal parts of the book itself, whether you've read it and you saw the pictures in it, whether you listened to the book, the audio book. I think anyone who's blessed enough to have an experience, the brotherhood, sisterhood of being in a band. I got to take this off. It's entirely too hot. To having been in a band. and just to assume most people that make bands and build bands are big music fans. It makes sense, right? To see what the three of them did, and it wasn't just the three of them. There was a fourth individual, the drummer, and that's explained in it too. So obviously their origins are in punk rock, hardcore punk rock, and that whole experience of them, even as early, probably earlier than me. I started experiencing punk rock when I was probably about a sophomore in high school. I went to my first show in a junior in high school, and this is going back to 1983. They went as far back as 1981, and they were referencing shows in the book that the three of them had seen, not necessarily as, I'm not going to spoil I'm really not going to spoil any part of this book other than saying they eventually were going to shows together. They went to shows. Their different friend groups went to shows all the way back to 1981. Black Flag. I'm almost positive the one show that they reference is a show almost everybody's seen of Bad Brains and CBGBs. There's and having grown up in New York, and that's interesting. They grow up in New York. I grew up in Philly going to shows. They built their band in New York. I built my band up. It was a we. Built our band up in Philly. Just experiencing going to shows, right? And then going, you know what? Felt the same way. I think that's why this book read, like the way I was listening to it, was just like, it was so awesome hearing that whole experience. Now, they had a major signing. They went on to do monster things. And but their roots are in friendship and just like actually, experiencing live music, going, you know what? Oh, I think we could do that. Then starting a band, playing their first show, playing shows to nobody, playing show, the hijinks. It's just anyone who's been in a band or anyone that wants to be in a band or wish they were ever in a band needs to read or audiobook the Beastie Boys book. You just do. In my opinion, you just do. You could be starting a country western band, a speed metal, a heavy metal band, a punk rock band, a hardcore punk band, a hard rock band, blah, 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 hip hop act, band, any of it. And this stuff hits so close to home. It's unbelievable. They have a million narrators in it. So if Adam Horowitz wrote a chapter, it could have been read by anybody. Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler, Chuck D. Oh my God, that list you're going to see that and hear that as well. And with the audiobook, obviously, you hear that. Just an absolute fantastic experience. And it made that trip. First off, as my first audiobook ever, there's going to be many more that I am going to listen to. It never occurred to me to, like, you know what? I usually make phone calls. Yeah, audiobook. And that's what I'm into, like music documentary type shit, documenting music and journeys. And Beastie Boys book was everything. So I'm going to just saying, go, if you get a chance, go get it. Go listen to it. If you ever taking long drives, that's something that I do. Check it out, man, because it was so freaking good. So good. And we're going to go, and I'm going to end this video. See the clock right there running a little long. I'm going to end this video with this. Watch this. Down he goes. Oh, by the way, the book. Let me go into my notes. Sorry. Not many notes. I absolutely don't want to spoil any of it. Where is the details? Because I do think that's very important. And I may even have to... Oh, yeah, this book was released October 29th, 2018. So I'm late. I'm late to the party. I usually am anyway. With this stuff. But ready, folks? Let's get ready to see this as it goes across. Yes. Yes. License to Ill. License to Ill. This is just sick. This is sick. Look at that. I dug out my License to Ill for the occasion, of course. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave this like this because this may need to be, and I'll put the book on there too. This may need to be it right here, the thumbnail. Just recognizing it. Right there. Okay. I think you recognize it enough. But anyway, yeah, License to Ill. You know what you get to learn? Again, what they wanted the title of License to Ill to be. You get to learn that in the book. Yeah, let's do it. Here's the sleeve art. And then, of course, you know who put it out. Bang. So, yeah. Okay. So, we get it. We get it. Beastie Boys book. Highly recommended from Mikey_Heels. From his good friend. From 2nd grade. Shout out to my homie, Mark. We did Pagan Babies together for many, many a decade. We can say decades, too, because it went on for a long, long time. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. And I don't know if I have anything else to show you with this video, but it's just, again, you want to, what was it like starting a band? What was it like previous to starting a band? The journey, then you build, then you put a band together, then you start playing. Then you get the reality check of what it really is like. It's all in this book. I write a book, but I'm not. No, the band. It's like, yeah, the level of interest. It's not there. Beastie Boys is there. They hit the mountaintop. They've been to the top of the mountain, and you get every journey, every step on the way up to that mountain, and it's a wonderful thing. Check it out. Great day, pleasant tomorrow. I'll see you next episode. See ya.